Okay, so here we have one sad little MacBook. This is a 2008 MacBook, or at least I believe it's 2008, based on the manufacturing date there. So 24th of the 6th, 2008. It's in a pretty bad way. It has to be said. The screen's smashed. The top doesn't look that bad though. There's plastic chipped off around here and around here. Keyboard's in reasonable shape, although it's yellowed slightly with age. Inside it's missing the hard drive, no surprise there. I do have a battery for it, though I believe it'd certainly be dead by this point. I haven't got a charger yet, but we'll see. Now, is this thing worth saving? Well, the answer of course to that is certainly no. It's a computer that's over 10 years old, so no it isn't. But in the name of YouTube, I think maybe I'll have a go, just for the hell of it. There are guides provided by Lewis Rossman on motherboard repair, although I don't know that he has covered this exact model. It's a little bit older than the stuff he normally deals with. Though someone has paid him recently to do a 2011 MacBook. 2011, $350 of course. That machine isn't even worth $350, the same way this thing isn't really worth fixing. But hey, in the name of YouTube, I'll do it anyway. Right, so what have we got for specs then? We've got a Core 2 Duo processor of an unknown quantity at the moment of what type it is. I've not removed the heatsink and I've got no way of powering this thing on. It's got a gigabyte of RAM for 2008, that was pretty dire. I think my computer in 2006 had 4 gigs, so you know, in 2008 this would have been really bare bones. The other problem with this machine, look at the state of that. It almost looks like it's been in the mud. Inside looks pretty clean, but there's a crack in the chassis and it's covered in like dirt, by the looks of it, like ground in mud. But everything else does seem alright. I can't see any obvious signs of liquid damage, just lots of fuzz on the motherboard, logic board rather. I believe with, as the screen's cracked, that with a charger this motherboard will be okay, but it will need a new display assembly. And I might just part this thing out, we'll see. Put down in the comments what you want me to do with it, if anyone watches this stuff. And we might save it, we might part it out, who knows. If the motherboard's, I'll try to fix the motherboard anyway, just for the hell of it, just as a little electronics repair. And if the motherboard is bad and I do end up fixing it, I will rebuild the rest of it, just for the hell of it. Although there's not really a lot you could do on this besides surfing the web. I suppose it's technically more powerful than an iPad, or about on par with more RAM. But yeah, it's no supercomputer by today's standards, that's for sure. You still go on YouTube and do basic stuff like that. There's more I/O than one of the modern ones. I/O we have, in case you don't know, display port. There's your power connector right there. That looks a bit messed up actually. No lie, it looks like it's a bit crooked. Ethernet, Firewire, 2 USB 2.0 headphone and microphone, and a Kensington lock slot. I think that's what that is. And that's it. That's all we have. I will say that pulling this thing apart was absolutely insane. There's all these screws around here. In here there was a piece of metal. We had loads more screws in it. Loads of screws at the end here. I mean, they really didn't want you getting in here. They didn't glue it together like the modern ones, but that was quite a lot of hidden screws. It was quite good fun actually finding out where they were without looking online. I didn't cheat and look on YouTube. I did just go right ahead and take it apart. Right, that concludes the video of this sad MacBook, and I'll see you later in the next one when we've decided what to do with this.